Hey, welcome to the DPP channel. In this top 4 game, we have Grandis the Great Bug against the handsome Black Wall Greymon with his new Gaiomon form released in BT9. Now, the Black Wall Grey offers peak control with his strong abilities, but will it be enough to fight the Great Bug? Now, without further ado, let's dive right into the game itself as we do see the new Mucky Tamer coming down, which is just 3 costs. Essentially a better Nokia if you ask me, especially if you're playing the new Black Wall Grey with all the new dual colors. Now he does pick up the level 5 adding it to hand, but we do see the left player actually going for the Green Memory Boost, searching for his pieces, and of course going for the OTK. Now if you guys don't really know, Grandis has a very strong OTK presence, and we will be able to actually witness it in this game alone. Now we're going to see the Mucky coming down again, looking at top 3. Looks like he does miss because there's no dual black color card in there and just gonna pass the turn there, so that's very unfortunate on his end. And we do see the Goblimon coming down and we're actually going for the Okuamon in the nursery already, so that's pretty scary for the right player, especially because the level 5 is already in the nursery. But we do see the Mucky Tamer coming into effect as he does evolve to the Cyclomon for actually 0 cost. It's gonna go for the Mega Dramon here for 4 cost, which is a very hefty cost, but he does actually forget that Mega Dra can actually touch 3 cost rookie and not just the Tamers, so that's a very costly misplay there, unfortunately, because we do see the Grandiskuwagamon coming down and it's gonna go for the Digiburst 4. It's gonna gain 1 thanks to the level 4. And it's gonna go, of course, into the Grandiskuwagamon, which will allow him to rest the Mega Drop, but it's gonna ignore it and go for the security for 3 swings, and 3 security damage will be done here, but we do hit into a Mucky here. So of course we look at the top 3 and we do see the Gaio AA, which is very handsome, and of course he's gonna add it to hand to enjoy it in his hands. And we're gonna continue the checks, of course, here into the Agumon and into the Black Memory Boost, but it will not be enough to stop the Grandis from swinging another time and be hitting to nothing there, and the Goblimon will actually go for a game. So that's very unfortunate that the Goblimon wasn't destroyed, but most likely it's just gonna store for another 1 or 2 extra turns, but it's not gonna do too much because he does have 0 security against a green deck, and it's gonna just simply push out a nursery Digimon to go for game. Now going to move on to game 2 here with the rookie evolving in the left side, and we do see a level 4 Cyclomon on the right side already. He's going to go for the Green Memory Boost, of course, looking at top 4, and which will he be picking up? He's going to pick up actually the level 5 Okuamon, adding it to hand, so essentially passing back only 1 memory to the right player only. He's going to push out the Cyclomon and going to evolve to the Metal Greymon. Sadly, there's nothing for him to interact with, so he's just going to be passing 3 memory back to the left player as he does evolve to the Widmon for 1 cost, and most likely evolving to the Okuamon, which he does so because he did pick it up in the previous turn. We're gonna see a Hotmon being hatched here, and I must say there isn't a lot of good choices of Digitama, especially for the Black Wall Greymon deck, and Hotmon is, I would say, the best one out there because of Mucky Tamer, given that if it's a Black Tamer, and it does give 1 KTP during your turn, which Black Wall Grey really likes because Black Wall Grey can hit your opponent Digimon with thanks to the Metal Greymon ability. And we're gonna see a Black Wall Grey coming down, and it's of course the AA form, so looking very nice and does kill off the Capitorimon, but will it be enough as we do see the Grandiskuwagamon evolve on the left side? I'm gonna see a Mimi being played here to guarantee 3 memory for the next turn, but I would say Mimi is also a very core piece for the OTK. Now I'm gonna see a Nokia coming down here. It's gonna allow him to call the Agumon for free in his hand, looking at top 4. So he's gonna pick up a Greymon and a Dragon King, so he's gonna miss everything right there. Man, this game is not going good for the Gaiomon player. Instead, I would say it's going very well for the Grandis player because he does hit all the pieces that he needs. You're gonna see a Gaiomon evolving on top of the Black Wall Grey for essentially just 1 cost thanks to Nokia, so that's very strong. Gaiomon does have a security attack +1, and it's gonna swing at a security here, and it does have reboot, so it won't really matter against the Grandiskuwagamon. It's gonna hit 2 security there, pushing down to 3 security. It's gonna evolve to Cyclomon just to pass the turn. And I would say he's still very vulnerable to the Grandiskuwagamon because Grandiskuwagamon can actually Digiburst 4 here, does gain 1 memory thanks to the Widmon. I'm gonna +2 security attack on the Grandiskuwagamon. It's gonna go for a second Mimi, and it's gonna use 1 of them here to actually hatch the Digitama. It's gonna of course evolve to the Terramon, the nursery, and it's gonna further evolve to the Grandiskuwagamon to rest the Gaiomon. So even if the Gaiomon does have the Greymon ability to make him a blocker, it's not going to be effective because the Grandis can just simply rest it. It's going to go for the 3 swings here, hitting the security down to 2 already. It's going to restand because why not? It's going to swing again at the security. It's going to go to 0 here. It's going to use the Mimi to push out the Terramon and go for a game. Now this is the Grandis Tier 1 deck list if you guys are interested in. And this will be the Gaiomon Black Wall Greymon deck list that is so handsome but didn't take the W. Now thank you guys for watching till the end, and do consider subscribing, dropping a like and a comment if you guys do enjoy the content.